Cooney, loser, bold guy. Cooney, 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 Cooney. Cooney, 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 Cooney. Cooney, 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 Cooney. Cooney, Cooney, upstays alive.
Welcome back to Raccoon Tweeties. Thanks for tuning in. Gerardo, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great, dude. I'm the guest for today, dude.
That's right.
Yeah.
We brought you here to talk about your life.
To talk about my life, dude. My life is. Oh, you want to have a podcast where we talk about good things, dude? I don't want that.
Oh, you're balling out of control right now?
No, I mean, my life is great.
Can you turn me up just a little bit?
Yeah. This is you. Boom. Is that good?
Okay, that's better. Yeah.
Too much? That's
No, that's good. That's good.
Whenever I turn you up, you're always like, "Can you go back down a little bit?"
Yeah. I never know what I want.
Yeah. I think it's like you're setting the power structure, like right up top. You're like, "Hey, turn it down, turn it up, turn it down now, dude."
You think it's a power mode?
Yeah.
That's not one of the turn my headphones up kind of things.
Imagine if I just blared it.
Then now I would be like, ah.
Oh, I did that to you on accident when we did one of the streams.
It's happened a few times, yeah.
And then you threw the headphones down. You looked at me. You were like, and then you were like, turn it back down.
I treated you like Bert and like on Carlos Mencia's thing.
Oh yeah.
Is that his name? Bert?
Bert. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I got something for you to check.
He's like, Bert does what he wants, okay? He did this whole spiel. It was their first episode. Now, Bert's the kind of guy, it's not his, like, full-time job, you know, and he's not always doing everything I ask of him. He's a good guy, but the subtext is he's a piece of shit.
The subtext is I had to use Bert.
Yeah, like I had no other choice.
Yeah.
Bert's our only option. And, like, if it weren't for Bert, it would be the greatest podcast on Earth.
Yeah.
But Bert is dragging us down.
Yeah.
And there's nothing he can do about it because Bert's a producer.
Mm-hmm. Bert ain't no Comedy Central, dog.
Right. Bert is just a guy, like we said on that episode, that likely Carlos Mencia found at a show.
Yeah.
He may not even be a Carlos Mencia fan. Maybe his girlfriend or someone in the family was like, do you want to see a comedy show? I think Mencia is in town. He's like, all right.
Carlos Mencia is his girlfriend's pass. She's like, listen, I will never cheat on you, but if Carlos Mencia wants to get it, Bert, you know I'm going to get it. And Bert's like, I know.
Can you imagine if that was your girlfriend's hall? You're having like a hall pass conversation and you say whatever you say, and then she goes, and you ask her, and she's like, without even hesitating, she's like, Carlos Mencia. You're like, for a second, you'd be like, who? I wouldn't even register with me. I'd be like, excuse me? Yeah. Carlos, oh my God. Carlos Mencia.
Ned Holden.
Yeah. Do you mean Ned? I turn into Joe Rogan. His real name's Ned. He hates that guy so much.
I lied to you, by the way.
What?
Life's not going that great, dude.
Oh, no.
No. You know, I like to go to the coffee shop. And shout out to everyone that joins our streams. This is typically something I'd say for the stream, but it's gotten out of hand.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I stream on Twitch like maybe 3 times a week. Twitch.tv/Gerardo Comedy. Mm-hmm. And we also stream Wednesday nights, dude, on this YouTube channel, Brendan Cooney. Mm-hmm. So anyways, with that being said, I talked to the stream, and they were not okay with this, too. And I was, you know me, I'm very coy about my name. I don't like getting upset about people mess my name and stuff like that, right? I'm just like, okay, it's happening again. Don't make a big deal about it, right?
Uh-huh.
So this is a story, by the way, so strap the fuck in.
Strap in. Yeah, okay.
So basically, I go to a coffee shop every day. What's the coffee shop? People ask me. Secret, dude. I don't want you coming. You know what I mean? I've said it before, but it's secret now, dude.
It's a secret.
Yeah.
You've said it many times.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a secret. I don't want people to know. Because when people start asking me now, outside of the podcast, like people in my life are like, they're always like, what you doing? Because they want my dick. You know what I mean? And then I'm like, I'm at the coffee shop right now. What coffee shop? I'm like, now that's just crossing a line. You know, I'll volunteer this, you know, myself. But if you're asking me now, it's like, no. Now it's got to be a secret, dog. You know? They might go back and, I found a coffee shop. Yeah, right, dude. I'm out of there. I'll Starbucks it, dude. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
I'm starting to wonder if you know what secret means.
It's a secret.
It's a secret whether you know what secret means.
Well, this podcast is kind of a secret. Nobody asked me about Raccoon Tweeties. You know what I mean? And then there's thousands of, like, millions of people listening. Audio is king.
No, I don't understand that. Mm-hmm. It's like, well, I wish audio was king for us, but there's so many YouTube and there's so much more than there used to be. Mm-hmm. And when we first popped off, way more people asked us about it than now.
Yeah.
Now it's radio silence.
Yeah.
As far if someone is listening that I interact with in my personal life, they are keeping it, as you would say, a secret. But yeah, whatever. I mean, who cares?
It's a secret now where I go to get coffee. If you haven't caught up where it's at, you know what I mean. Anyway, so I go to this coffee shop. The manager knows me. Let's be honest. I'm there every day, dude, for like 3 years now. You know, so she knows who I am. She knows what I do. She knows I do stand up.
Right.
And she asked me one day, you know how girls will be like, oh, it is windy today. My boyfriend hates the wind, you know? Like that kind of thing, right? Like they bring up their boyfriend.
That's funny. Yeah.
She didn't bring up her boyfriend, but
Right.
asking me what my name is, I felt like was kind of like a you don't matter type move. You know what I mean?
Oh, she didn't remember your name?
She knows my name, dude.
Okay.
But she was like, what's your name? And like, trying to fill it out on the thing, which is always a highlight of my day when somebody tries to fill something out with my name.
Yeah.
So she goes, what's your name again? And I go, Hernado. And she goes, how do you spell that? I was like, I was really making this face. I was like, I like it when people try to spell it. You know what I mean? Like, it's something I get off to, you know what I mean?
Sure.
It's like I'm asking her to see her feet or something if I was into that.
Right.
Right? I was like, I kind of like it when people spell it. And then
Right.
she's like, all right. So she stops. She takes her hands away from the screen and she thinks and she's like, got it. She's like, this is easy, you know?
Right.
She goes, and then she starts to backspace. The girl behind her, girl that doesn't know how to put how much ice, you know what I mean?
Yes.
That
Yeah.
girl.
Right.
Ice girl looks over her shoulder and is like, Hernado? Right?
She actually said that?
Yeah. And then that prompted me to be like, oh, she's erasing it. I fucking shot over, dude, and looked like, I intruded to look at the POS, the point of sale or whatever. And I looked at it and I was like, Hernado, dude, for reals. Hernado.
H.
Her.
Oh, man. I was
Yeah.
thinking of like with a G. But
No,
yeah.
Hernado, dude.
Right.
Okay, so that hilarious, right? It made my day. Boom. Great moment, dude. Starting my day off. Bongo, bongo, bongo. I don't want to leave the Congo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm on cloud 9. Now, every time I go to the coffee shop, dude, fucking Ice Girl calls me Hernado, dude.
Is it like an inside joke between the two of you?
I wish, but it's like, I would find it funny, right? You know what I mean? She's trying to be cute and be like, oh, hey, Hernado. It's insulting, dude.
Okay, but just to clarify, when she kind of was like Hernado making fun of the lady, right?
Yeah.
At first. So she knows Hernado is not your name.
Yeah.
Right? So now she thinks there's some sort of joke between you, right?
Yeah, she thinks it's an inside cute little bit.
Right.
And I don't have the nerve to set her aside and be like, it hurts my feelings. Right? Because I don't want to be that guy that gets his
Sure.
feelings hurt over Hernado, dude.
That is funny that she's kind of gadooshing you with the Hernado thing.
And now it's turned into like one great morning to fucking every morning kind of sucks whenever she's working now, dude.
And what about the ice? Does she say that and do the ice wrong still?
Ice is no longer a problem. I confronted all the workers. I sat them down and I said, if you fucking... And I didn't cuss, but you know what I mean. Ice
Yeah.
is important to me. They're doing a great job, dude. This one I've had probably for like 30 minutes. You hear that?
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
That's a
I
good
never
amount.
know how much ice you want, but that's the perfect amount you got going.
I'd rather it be that way, dude. I don't want you to know how much ice I want. You know what I mean?
Oh.
I want you to give me your best shot, dude. Do your thing, barber.
This is your full. I'm glad you brought that up because I was about to say that exact. This is your philosophy now. It's starting to sound with everything because you go to the barber, you say what they ask you what kind of haircut, you say whatever you think. Your coffee, you how much ice, whatever you think. But even it's much crazier to when someone asks how to spell your name, you go whatever you think. that's taking it to the nth level. That's
Dude.
out of control.
I say, do your thing, bro.
Do your thing. What's your name? What that'd be funny if you didn't even give the name. She's like, "What's your name?" You're like, "Do your thing." She writes, "Strange man, unknown."
Yeah.
I got unknown. Got a copy for unknown.
They don't even use it. And keep in mind, the reason why I started going to the secret coffee shop is because they don't ask for your name, dude. Why are they asking for names now?
Oh, is it a new thing there?
That's what attracted me when I first went. I could just get a coffee. There's no name involved. You only got like 4 people ordering coffees. You know which one got the larger Americano. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that is a whole thing at coffee, especially the corporate coffee things. With the name. They never get it right. They don't get my name right often either. But one thing I've noticed is the Starbucks near my office, there is a loud person that works there. That's like when my order comes in, I'll be standing there and I'll like right next to the counter, and they don't know who I am, but they'll be like, "Ice Americano, Brandon!" like scream. They do it for everybody. They're like non-binary or trans, and they have this very high pitched or they go like Brandon, and they scream it because they have that accent too. And it's like it always, I'm like, you know. But I guess it's helpful in a way,
Yeah.
and I understand that they probably no one ever gets their shit.
Yeah.
No one's paying attention. Everyone's on their phone, and then they just ignore this like dog. Then like Doug's just standing there like tweeting dog. But me, I listen sometimes. Well, yeah, I mean maybe not on the show.
Leaving hateful comments and shit. Doug.
Yeah, Doug's like he's like doing a post on Chang's dog. Hey, is my coffee get called yet? And they're just like that person's like, yes, Doug. Here's your fucking latte.
That's another thing I love about my secret coffee shop, and you don't got to agree with me, but there's only 2 genders that work there, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that's a big factor for my coffee, dude. You know?
Okay.
I don't want no sexual deviance slipping through the ice. You know what I'm saying?
You want to elaborate on that?
No, it's a joke, dude.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Fair enough. No, I mean,
I don't want a freak touching my cup. I'm just kidding.
Corporate coffee kind of sucks, so I don't care who makes it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it depends on the level of skill the coffee person has.
Yeah.
That's what makes the coffee.
And you know what?
You
dude?
think they're jizzing in your coffee?
Nah, I'm not gonna let that seep into my brain, bro.
How would they even do that? They're like right in front of you. They would have to be pretty. They'd have to be like that guy that nutted on the woman.
Yeah.
And it's me running instead. I'm like, they nutted in my coffee. they nutted in my coffee.
I kind of want to do that just for the video. Just run out of the secret coffee shop and be like, he nutted in my coffee.
Yeah, that reminds me of that old like Owen Benjamin. He was like he had this bit that was not good about how he would, you know, you give the name, and he was like, I would write penis on it. So then they were like, penis, and he thought that was like a genius bit.
Yeah. I mean, but Owen is such an easy fucking name, dude. Like he's taking advantage of something he doesn't need to, dude.
True.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I've always had an issue with my name. I don't know if you could tell.
Yes, you have.
Yeah. And when I was younger, this is not a joke, I used to go by Chester because I thought it was funny, but also like not hit out of the, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I would say Chester every time somebody asked for my name at a coffee shop.
Chester.
Mm-hmm. Also, like I had a weird, what is it called, delusion that I was famous or something, you know what I mean?
Okay.
With like 300 followers on Instagram. And I'll be like, oh shit, I don't want people knowing Hernado here because I'm the only one. I hadn't met a Hernado before.
Right.
I'm like, God damn, they gave me a Kanye name, you know what I mean? I gotta go by Chester. But really, it's because I hated people misspelling my name all the time.
Also, you would give Hernado because what if one of the various customer service people that you've yelled at or gotten into a negative interaction just happened to work at that job too, right? And they're like, Gerardo's here? Fuck. That's the guy that threw a hamburger at me or told me to go fuck myself when we didn't have rotisserie chicken.
Dude, I am my mother's son, dude. You know what I mean?
What about your dad? Does he get mad at people in public? I would assume, right?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
But it's not as often. My mom will do it over some fucking bullshit like wet ground, like, why don't you clean it? Kind of shit, you know what I mean? Like, we just mopped it, man. I'm like, fuck you. Like, you know, my dad is more like, okay, that makes sense. Like, rational until he isn't, you know what I mean?
Right. Both of them need a handler. Maybe one more than the other.
What was I saying? I forget. But I could do a whole hour on coffee, dude.
You were talking about Gerardo, and you were at the coffee shop, and you used to use Chester.
Right. I finished that thought, but the one before, there was like 3 different segues ago.
You thought you were famous.
I mean, I was telling you before the podcast that I have a thing about people using Jerry with a J when their name's Hernado.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? There's somebody that's big in the comedy scene, Jerry Seinfeld. His name is Hernado, dude.
Yeah, you were
know
telling me. It blew me away. I always thought his name was just Jerry.
Yeah. And when you change your name to with a J, it's just, that's, in my opinion, you know, we could talk about J.D. Vance all you want, but that's stolen valor, dude. You cannot be a Hernado with a J named Jerry, you know?
What I think is funny about that specific situation, and I won't say who it is, but when he changes his name to Jerry, it becomes a name that is quite famous and doesn't make any sense, right? He's a great comic. But it's like, when I hear that name, I'm like, that guy, what?
Yeah.
What, that person is here? And then I see him, and I'm like, man, this is not what I expected.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's even more ridiculous.
And I've confronted this comic. It's not Jerry Seinfeld, but let's just say it's Jerry Seinfeld.
Sure.
I've confronted this comic because he's the one that told, because you know what my name is, dude. Everyone knows, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They may not know how to spell it, but they know I'm Hernado, dude. Gerardo. Gerald, whatever, right?
You're on a lot of lists.
Okay. The CIA knows my name, dude.
Yeah.
And he was like, my name is Hernado, fool. And it blew my mind. I didn't even respond. I didn't like change my face. I was like, what? Is he making a joke right now? And then he's like, yeah. And he showed me his license. And I was like, are you serious, dude?
It says, right. Yeah.
His name is Gerardo.
Yeah.
And I kind of sat there and I told him, I was like, that's fucked up. You go with a J, dude.
Yeah.
You can't be Gerardo and have your name be Jerry with a J. That's just not going to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That shit not going to fly at my secret coffee shop, dude. They're going to call you Hernado, dude. You know? No, but there's the thing about the G. It's obviously just not dude. First of all, the O in my name is fucking up half of my life, dude. You know what I mean? If I was just a Jared or Gerard,
right, which is how most of us know you,
I would be fucking Shane Gillis right now, dude. You know what I mean? If I was just Gerard, that O is doing a lot of damage to my mental health.
So you wouldn't want to be Gerard, because that is a no.
Imagine Gerardo. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just the O. I think more so what I want. I can't get what I want. The O has damaged me and my reputation a lot. I should sue the O for defamation, dog.
Yeah. I'm thinking of your name now, Gerardo, Rari. That's kind of like
Rari.
Isn't that a car?
So one of my good friends growing up, when I was a kid, he had a brother named Rory, and they were a white family, right?
Right.
And I was eating dinner over there one night because you know when you're a kid, you Boy Meets World life. You're like, oh, I'm gonna have dinner over at fucking Ben's house, you know?
Right.
And Ben was his brother. Rory's his brother, right? And Teresa, the mom, was like, do you want a jalapeno? Because she thinks I'm spicy. They're white. You know, they're trying to.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This really happened, by the way.
She brings out a plate of taquitos. You're like, I'm keto, bitch.
She asked me if I wanted a jalapeno, and I thought jalapenos were disgusting at the time because my dad would have a pickled jalapeno with every meal.
Oh, I remember you told me that.
Yeah. And so when she asked me, I was like, no, because I had a bad experience one time. And then Rory, this white guy that was trying to become a military, Marine, he goes, when my mom offers you jalapenos, you take them. Yeah, dude. And then
You're Mexican, okay?
And
tonight we're Mexican.
The dad was kind of like, yeah. And then Teresa's like, go, Rory, stop it. You know what I mean? And then Ben's just laughing. But yeah.
That's crazy.
And then I was like, I'll take it. I was fucking scared, dude. Rory's a big guy. So I can't go by. However, I did like that you found Rory. I never thought about that.
Well, I realized now Ferrari is what I was thinking. You know how rappers are like, Rari and my whatever?
Ferrario. Imagine an O at the end. Dude.
Yeah.
Brendeno. Like, that's fucking... The O fucks up people's names, dude.
Brendano. Yeah, I mean, like, you know what? I've said this before, but Latinos often call me Brendone. They add an O. They love that O. Brendone. That's my whole life when I was a little kid. Brendone. As I got old, every time I talk to
Brendon.
a Latino, or especially somebody from Latin America, it's always Brendone. It's never Brendan.
Brendon. ¿Quieres chicle?
What does kid as chique mean?
Chicle is...
Chicle. You have small teeth, or you want teeth?
No.
You want gum?
Yeah, you want gum.
Are you saying I have bad breath?
No, but I just... My racist mind goes to Mexicans just offering gum.
Do they offer gum a lot?
Chicle. You know about the chicle thing,
Chiclets,
right?
yeah. Well, I mean, I know what they're gum, and I know, Latinos like that kind of gum.
No, they sell it at the border. So when you're
really?
waiting in line at the border, they go, chiclets?
Is that why it's so popular?
I don't know. I just remember that.
I just know the stereotype. You know I know stereotype.
Chicle! Like little kids selling gum.
I didn't know that they did that.
Yeah.
I guess I've really never been... The only time I've ever been on the border was to get that thing.
Your what's it called? The passport thing?
Yeah, my like CIA passport that allows me to go to other countries, infiltrate. Yeah. I went to Otay Mesa. Ever heard of it?
What's Otay Mesa?
It's the border. It's like San Diego. I literally I went the wrong way, as you know. I have no sense of direction.
Yeah.
So I was driving up and I was like, oh fuck, because I saw the place where you check, like what is it called?
The checkpoint.
The checkpoint, right? And I was like, how the fuck? The place where you check the checkpoint. I was like, how do I get out? Oh, they're going to, and then I just went, I did like a crazy turn to get out of there. And then I was there. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. I can't understand. I confronted somebody else about this recently, about the whole direction thing. I just don't know why. I don't know if I'm wrong or if people like you are wrong, you know?
I don't really know either. I mean, I know that you're wrong. No, but I mean, you seem to have a little more confrontational of an idea about directions than most. But other people have been like, what are you doing? Like my girlfriend is always
Yeah.
like, left or whatever. But then she'll be like talking to me. She's like, this is so disrespectful. But she's like, my day, no. And so I'm paying attention to that and the road. So then I forget. And then, but I mean, you will be like left, and it's a place I've never been before.
No, well, I find it. I am proud that I'm able to like. If you give me like 20 minutes, dude, I can give you a pretty good map of like the Northeast LA area.
That's
and
impressive.
I know like street names and stuff.
Yeah.
And I find it to be more not nationalist, but like what is it, like proud of my city type thing?
Okay.
Like I'm proud of Los Angeles.
Right.
And like each street, Normandy. You know what I mean? Like I just think of street names and I'm like, ooh, you know what I mean? Beverly Boulevard, here we are. You know?
Well, here we go again.
Yep.
Here we go. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
You're like a historian of the Nella.
Yeah.
You're like a cartographer.
And
of
then
Nella.
maybe it's because I played a little bit too much Grand Theft Auto for like a week and it's like etched in my head.
Right.
Like you fucking find new locations. You know, like in Grand Theft Auto, they show you a little bit of the map and then they give you a bigger map and then they give you like a different side map.
Yeah.
And so like in my mind, I'm like, whoo, I'm going to learn a lot about Sherman Oaks now, dude, because I live here, you know? And then now I got Woodman, Chandler, Burbank, like all those streets etched in my mind forever.
Right. Do they? Yeah, I haven't played it in so long. I'd be interested to see what the West Side looks like in all the different towns. I remember the Comedy Store was in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as far as that goes, I think it's the only reason why I brought Grand Theft Auto is because like the map gets exposed to you the further you make it in the game. You know,
Oh, I
so
know
like
that.
I look at life like a video game, dude. Quote me on that, dude. I look at life like a video game.
My life a movie. Okay, I'm trying to scoop up the bag. You out there playing games like a child. I'm making cinema be.
Cinema.
Yeah, movies.
I thought you were gonna say Cinnabon.
I wish.
Yeah,
Cinema's great.
yeah. Anyways, all that to say, dude, just call me Gerardo, dude, or you know, Gerard.
Whatever you say, Gerald.
God damn it. It's
That
just
is a great
Hernado is like what okay, so this is the question I posed in my chat on Twitch was agreeing with me, dude. But I told them what I'm doing about this whole Hernado situation.
Yeah.
I'm letting her have it, dude. I'm not gonna because I don't want to make things weird at the coffee shop. You know what I mean?
Right.
If I come up to her and be like, "Hey, bro, like, can you not call me Hernado?" I'm taking something away from her, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna be that guy that like that little Pepe Le Pew that stole something. You know?
Right. I mean, I think it's probably for the best that you not. I mean, you could just be like, "Hey, I know it's funny, but like, can you call me Gerard?" Or I mean, add your real name. What was it again? No, just kidding. You're like, "Can you call me Gerardo?" Because actually, Gerardo's my name. Because here's what could happen with you. So you could like one day, let's say you're very angry about something else, right? And you're not taking it well, and you go to get a coffee, and she calls you Hernado, and you go, "Fuck you, bitch," and you walk out.
I'm not gonna do that.
I know you probably won't, but I don't think it's in the realm of impossible.
Okay. No, dude. No, I kind of want to be like, I think playing it off as a joke where she goes, Hernado. I'm like, that's not my name. It's Gerardo. And then see like the next time I come in, if she goes, Hernado, she thinks it's cute, dude. You know what I mean?
Are you getting any sense that she wants to fuck?
No, she is one of those ladies that is like, oh, you got your oil changed? My boyfriend changes my oil, you know, kind of thing, right? Like,
I love that, dude.
Yeah.
You should turn that into a bit.
no, that's just somebody else's bit.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so she's not doing that, but when she says it, is she like laughing like, "Hey, Hernado," like finger gun kind of vibe?
No, dude, she's busy. So it looks like my name's Hernado, dude, to some onlooker. She's busy
weird.
doing something. She goes, hey, what's up, Hernado? And I'm like, oh, don't call me. It hurts every time, you know?
Well, in a way, I understand where you're coming from, but in a way, like, I mean, it's kind of complimentary because, like, the likelihood that somebody gives you a nickname, that means they, like, know who you are and care if you exist or not.
Yeah.
Like that corner store this El Salvadorian corner store I always used to go to. I got the feeling they were kind of making fun of us, but one guy, they called him Cowboy, and they only called him Cowboy. We'd all go in there, and they'd be like, "What's up, Cowboy?" And say nothing to the rest of us. So like they at least acknowledged that he existed, and like he had they know him.
Yeah.
Right. They never called me anything.
Okay.
It's kind of complimentary in a way.
True.
But Cowboy may have been like an insulting thing.
But like, if I'm going to have a nickname for my name, I would appreciate if there was no O at the end. You know, it's just too close. It sounds like you're making fun of me, like I'm a silly boy.
I guess. I mean, well, if we go into percentages and it's a Latino giving like a Latino name that is a nickname, the chances of it not having an O in it very low.
Imagine I come and she's like, "Hey, what's up, Hernan Cortez?"
Yeah, that would.
Hernado sounds like Hernan Cortez, dude.
Even Cortez, that has an O in it. I told you. Did I ever tell you my Cortez story?
No.
All right, I've probably have, but so a long time ago, my house has a driveway up it, and there used to be a lot of parties on the street, and one time during a party, my old roommate went outside. It was not a party at our house, a party somewhere else. My old roommate went outside to take out the trash, which is up the driveway.
Yeah.
And next to our washer and dryer. And when he's out there, it's night, it's a little dark. Two people are like, I don't know if they're fucking or like making out, two young people, right? And Eddie was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And the guy, they like put on their pants or whatever and like stood up and they walked over and he was like, oh, my bad or whatever. And Eddie was like, "Don't worry about it. Just like, you can't do that here." And he's like, "Oh, cool. All right." And he's like, "Hey man, I know you're like, your friends, or you're like related, you're friends with Cortez, right? With Cortez." And then he's like, "What?" And he's like, yeah, you're with Cortez." And he's like, "All right." And then they like walk off. And I've always wondered, am I Cortez? Do I have a nickname or like a thing in this neighborhood that I'm not aware of where they are calling me Cortez? I've thought about that for a long time. But, I mean, I've never done anything about it.
Well, what would... Okay, so if you had to rationally assume that you are Cortez, what is that rationalization?
Well, I mean, it's unlikely that I'm Cortez.
Okay.
But, like, let's say what makes it likely is we're both redheads, right? I'm older. Who else could be related, like, to him, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm white, they're Latino, everyone else here is Latino, pretty much.
Yeah.
So the likelihood... I mean, who is Cortez? That's a good question, too.
Yeah.
I'm joking when I say, is it me? But it's not impossible that it's me.
Yeah.
It's
Cortez. That's a weird nickname.
Great nickname. But I mean, not with the... not the actual guy. If that's why they named me that, then I feel bad.
You're a colonizer.
Yeah, I'm a colonizer, which I am. I'm a colonizer, so maybe that's it. Maybe they hate me. I mean, I never talked to anybody here, really, other than the lady over there.
Yeah. You know what's so funny is that we could just do this podcast every week and talk about my name, basically.
Your name is pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's funny that it makes you mad.
It's weird. I mean, I've had a lot of trauma with my name, or like people calling me names. So I think that's where it comes from. I had to like sit down after streaming and talking about this where I was like, why do I care so much, you know?
It's weird that my name hasn't generated as much because my last name is pretty gadooshable.
Yeah.
But I haven't really got it. But like I've said, I mean, people mess up my first name all the time, and I don't even notice it. It's weird how much I don't care.
Yeah.
But it's not just Latinos. People say Brandon. A lot of other people say Brandon. Or like, mainly Brandon. And I know some people say Bernard or Bernie or Brian. Brian, I get a lot. I don't even care or notice.
Well, can you do me a favor and forget civil rights and get in the back of the bus really quick? All right.
Okay.
So, when I tell somebody my name, right, Gerardo, the amount of faces I've seen, it's just made me. I have to like stand up tall to say Gerardo because people are like, "What the fuck?" I swear to God, dude. Every time I say my name, it's like Gerardo or Hernado, right? Whenever I go, "Whoa, what the fuck is that? Are you fucking with me?" kind of thing.
Right.
Is the vibe I get. And then also every single year in school, like. They're gonna fuck my name up. I'm the first name because my last name starts with an A. And they're like,
What the fuck is wrong with it's like you'd expect that from people from the Midwest or something.
Yeah.
Where they're like they've just never known any other name besides Jeff and Sarah and Dawn.
Yeah,
shit
and
like
John, shit like that.
Yeah. But like in California, like Gerardo, pretty like normal name.
And you know what? I wish that was the case, but I'm telling you, dude,
I believe you.
Every time I tell my name to somebody, they're always like, okay, where's that name come from? Also, my name is like the oldest dick joke of all time.
It is?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
My name Gerardo means good with spear.
It does?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Look it up.
In Spanish?
Yeah, whatever, Latin, Spanish, whatever. It's I think it originates in Germany. I looked this up recently.
Yeah.
But the name Gerardo means good with spear, dude.
You know what Kuni means? Prince.
God damn it, dude.
Yeah, but you know what it means in Farsi?
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I went to like a Iranian dentist once, and he was like laughing when he saw my name. He's like, "You know what your name means, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I know." Actually, I already knew what it was. I was like, "Yeah, it means gay, right?" And he was like, "Yeah, if you were in Iran, they would kill you." I was like, "What? I still want you to do my teeth?" But I think it was actually.
If you were in Iran, they would kill you.
He literally said that
And
right
he goes-
before he ripped out a tooth out of my mouth.
He goes, open up after saying that. Yeah.
I was like, all right, whatever. But yeah, I think it was maybe Othman's girlfriend who told me or somebody.
I might be bleeding from the face right now, Daddy. Oh, God, I shouldn't have picked at that.
Oh, well. He can't.
Blood.
Do you want to stop?
No. I ain't never gonna stop.
That'd be funny if somebody ran in and like patted you. We have like George or something. George comes and
What's
gives
that
you a
name?
Band-Aid.
What was the guy's name? Oh, Bert.
Bert. Yeah, Bert. Bert's like, man, fuck. All right.
I got something for you to check. I got
There you
something
go,
else.
fool.
So I think I already told you this. Let's get off the name for a little bit because I'm gonna start crying. But as you know, I started reading recently.
Nice.
So you know how I am, dude. I like to get advice from others. I'm a leader, not a follower, but I will, I'm a good leader where I'll listen to my underlings, right? So like I'm very proud of the fact that I've been reading recently. So I'll tell people like, how's it going? Good. I started reading. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, Audible again? I'm like, nah, dude. I'm talking book. Turn the page. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Reading, sounding it out.
Good.
That shit.
Right.
Looking up words I don't know in the dictionary. Shit
Oh,
like that.
wow.
Yeah. Like admonition or some shit like that. I had to look that up yesterday.
I don't know what that means.
I still don't know what it means. I looked it up. Anyways, somebody told me, they're like, oh, yeah, because I told them, like, I suck at reading when it comes to digesting information, right? Mm-hmm. So they told me that what you're not supposed to do, and I want, because, you're a fellow reader.
Sure.
What you're not supposed to do is hear yourself reading.
Like, what do you mean?
So, like, let's say if I read this. This product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. But in my head, I'm just hearing myself say the words. You know what I mean?
Oh. Okay. But I mean, I don't read out loud.
Right. But we're doing a podcast, so it's hard for me to, like, let you hear my
the
brain.
words. I'm trying to think if I can really wrap my brain around that.
So what they told me to do is start humming when I read. I'm like, listen, what? What? Start humming when I read. I love hearing myself read in my head, dude. You know what I mean? I do the voices and shit, dude. You know?
Oh, yeah. You got to do the voices.
Right.
I guess. Yeah. If they have an accent.
I'm fucking Jim Carrey in my brain, dude. I could do the impersonations of every character. You know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I wanted to get your feedback on this. Do you hear yourself reading when you're reading?
I don't really know, but now that you say the accent thing, maybe. Because
Yeah.
I definitely hear, I mean, like, if somebody has an accent in the book, I probably hear it like that. Yeah.
See, where there's smoke, there's fire. And I never retain information from reading. But I also do hear myself reading when I read, Like, I try to soak in the words by saying them out loud in my little brain, dude.
What book are you reading?
Game of Thrones, dude. Come on.
Oh, that's right. You already told me that.
Yeah.
And you've already read it, though, right?
I have, but I did not retain anything, dude.
That's so funny. Yeah, this is like you're really reading it for the first time.
Like, when I read it the first time, I was like, exactly like the show, dude. But now that I'm reading, I'm like, oh, my God, they didn't do that in the show. What the hell?
You're like, who's this Tyrion guy? I didn't even. There's dragons in this?
Yeah. Jon
Holy
Snow sucks
shit.
dick, dude. What the hell?
That's just your fantasy.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Game of Thrones?
Yeah, I love that show.
Dude, amazing show. Have you read the books?
No, I have not read the books.
It's such a good read, dude.
I've heard they're good, and I bet they are. I have trouble rating something after I've watched it on TV or movies.
Yeah. See, that's the thing, too. If you can't hear yourself reading, then how does Audible work? Because I do nothing but nonfiction books, like Game of Thrones.
Sure.
Just joking. No, but before Game of Thrones, I did nothing but nonfiction, dude. I just like reading books about history, but I would never read them, like, sitting down. I have to listen to it,
Oh, really?
right? Like, I have to buy the $20 Audible and then have it fucking...
Let me ask you a question about
Yeah.
that. Do you think that you retain it when you listen to it?
Yeah, for the most part.
Because I can't. I'm the opposite. I can't. I listen to audio stuff and I can't even pay attention to it at all. Especially driving. I don't hear
Yeah.
a word of it.
Yeah.
It'll get to chapter 10 and be like, the fuck is... I won't realize that I'm not listening. I tried to do this with this self-help thing that I have to do for work, and I was just like, I can't do that. I just can't do the audio.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not, I have to read a book or whatever. When I read, I retain. Listen, might as well fucking be, it's just a wash. I don't retain a single thing.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah, I'm literally like Shab. If it's an audiobook, like do the finger gun thing, and I go, I'm in Baja mode. The second that anyone on audio starts talking, go bango bongo bango bongo.
Yeah.
No chance.
I mean, maybe there's some sort of psychologist that listens to this, but I could tell you that when I'm reading, I'm thinking of other things. But like now, I'm trying to attack that issue and just like clear the head and read. And I think that's how I'm retaining information now. Like I'm actually able to retain what I'm reading off the page.
Sure.
And I don't stop either. I'm just like going. I do like 50 pages a day, which I've never been able to say.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, with the reading thing, I relate to the idea of like you're thinking about other stuff. But what I do is like I'll be something in the book will make me think about something like work or my childhood or whatever, and I'll think about that for a while, and then I'm like, wait a minute, I'm still on this page, and then I'll go back and read it again.
Yeah.
That's my process.
Okay.
We should start a Discord, the reading thing, and put what books we read in there. Like nerds, no one will pay attention. We already have too many rooms, but I might do it.
A commentary channel is going to be like, and that's the moment where the podcast went downhill.
I mean, maybe, but the Discord, how much is that going to really factor into what we do?
True.
I asked on the live whether people read books, and a few people chimed in with some books they read.
Oh, okay.
Right? Someone said White Oleander.
Have you ever read like The Things They Carried?
Is that like a World War II book or something?
Vietnam.
Vietnam? No, I haven't. Is it good?
I think that's the last book I read where I was like, God damn, I read that shit. You know what I mean?
Nice. Okay.
I screwed the bag on that, bro.
I gotta check that out. I don't read a whole lot of nonfiction, but I do like it when I do.
Yeah, nonfiction's dope. Where I stopped with my nonfiction craze, I might have told you about this already because we talk about books off earwaves. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But Bloodlands, dude.
What's that about?
It's about dude. Jesus Christ, strap the fuck in because it's about the area between Russia and Germany, like late 1920s to early 30s. And like into the, I mean, I stopped when it went to like 1942, and I was like, Jesus Christ, it's the saddest book of all time. Dude.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's the Bloodlands are the area between. So like all those Balkan, I guess, states or whatever, Eastern Europe. I didn't graduate college, right? That area,
yeah, that's Eastern Europe.
Yeah, it's just I don't know why this guy wrote this book first of all, right? Like there's just that. Yeah, it's the saddest thing of all time. I remember I stopped reading for like a month of that book when he went way too in depth in a story about a father that ate his kids.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because there was no food, and then they had to make food. That's what their job was, making food, and then they had to export. They had to export that food for other countries because that's how their economy was, or whatever. At the
Balkans
time.
Was like that.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I didn't graduate college, dude. I'm just telling you about this story.
No, yeah, you don't have to be fully like correct. Okay.
I'm terrified of not being fully correct. That's
I know this with our audience.
Yeah,
they could do just for everything.
Yeah,
just kidding. You guys are great.
And so he had to eat his kids, dude. And I was like, that's where I'm out. You're eating kids. Like, where's the good? Like, can we focus on the good times in that area? Just
the
kidding.
Good times during World War II. Focus on the good stuff.
But that's the last nonfiction book that I've been reading. I can't finish it.
How far did you get?
I could tell you right now.
While you look, when you said I was reading the Bloodlands and I was like, what's it about? I was hoping you were gonna be like Coffee Bean.
Don't say that, dude.
Just
what the
blink
fuck?
it out. Sorry, I'm sorry.
I'm on chapter 7. I got 13 hours left of this book, and it's just the saddest thing of all time.
Are you doing the audiobook then?
Yeah, that's like I
Okay.
can't read nonfiction.
Right. I see.
Yeah.
The last nonfiction book I read was Say Nothing. It was about, of course, Ireland. That's how you get me to read nonfiction. I like Irish shit.
Potato.
There weren't a lot. This was about the Troubles, so not a lot about potatoes in it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Can you explain to me why there was a potato famine?
I don't know. I mean, I assume it has something to do with like England fucking them over, kind of.
Everything does, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Everything ever, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, when Conor McGregor lost to Nate Diaz the first time, they're like, fucking England!
You could tie it back to that somehow.
Yeah.
Probably.
Somehow, some way, yeah. For
Zoom
sure.
in, you little UK bastards.
Zoom in, you do nothing. Yeah, dude. God damn. All right, well, what else do we got today? Do you have anything? Has anything been, I want to know without using the computer, has anything been troubling my boy Cooney, dude?
Troubling?
You got any blues you want to spill out right now? You spill your guts.
Trying to think, like, the first thing that comes to mind is like getting older with like injuries and stuff. Like when I do my girly cardio in the morning, my foot, if I do it too much, my left foot hurts. So I don't like that.
You got to get yourself some shoes, Daddy, which reminds me of something else.
Which goes into something that actually goes into something at which my girlfriend and her roommate think I'm stupid for saying this, and most people that hear it. I don't really believe in podiatry. I don't believe in the foot doctor.
Oh, okay, got you. So you're like me with the dentist.
I realize now that I'm gadooshing you, even though I too share this sort of like, I'm going to say, I almost said idiot. Well, I'll say idiotic paranoia, because the dentist you got to go to. But maybe I got to go to the foot doctor.
Dude, I didn't even know that podiatrist meant the foot. I thought they were like somebody that wrote jokes.
That's funny.
Like if you need help with your special, you go to the podiatrist.
Okay. No, yeah, well, I mean, maybe because you got to walk around on stage.
Maybe because you're a fucking hypochondriac. Did you know about podiatry? Do you have a podiatry guy?
I did when I was a kid.
Oh my God. What the hell?
You don't know about my hammer toe?
Please do tell, dude.
So I have hammer toe. If you don't know what hammer toe is, it's when your toe, like, it's just the two middle toes. They curl up like this.
Oh.
Look, I have so many things wrong with me, but my feet are amongst the worst.
I could cut
They're
this
my
part out.
biggest problem. If you think my teeth are bad, thank God you don't have to look at my feet. I used to piss people off on social media because I'd post pictures of my toe. You never saw that? I have this really disgusting middle toe. They're both disgusting, but one of them was worse. And I drew. It was National Bikini Day. I drew a little bikini on it, and I said Happy National Bikini Day. And people were like, take this down. I quit comedy. That like I'll never like go on Facebook again. Bruce Gray.
Facebook.
This was a long time ago. Yeah, Bruce Gray said something really funny. I forget what it was. But anyways, I had hammer toe, and because it curls up, it makes him prone to injury. So I fucked him up beyond recognition. Like I remember one time, a friend of mine by accident stepped on it and then twisted his shoe on it, and it was so painful. I was like, damn, is my foot broken? But it's not. It's just they're so fucked up. So my dad has ridiculous foot issues. Like one time he had a shoe, there was a hole in his shoe, and I was like, Dad, you got a hole in your shoe? And he's like, yeah, I know, my bone is growing up and poking out of the shoe. I was like, what?
Whoa.
I was like, is that gonna happen to me?
Oh, are you guys humans?
Yeah, we're probably like, you know how Joe Rogan says they did a test on me and we're like Neanderthal or whatever? I'm 100% that. I didn't do the test, but you don't need a test.
Yeah.
What are they gonna mail me a jar of mayo? So a white person handout 7 days a week. I got bad feet. But anyways, I went to the podiatrist, and the podiatrist was like, "Okay, you can get surgery if you want, but you don't really need surgery. It's up to you." And so I'm like, I don't know, 11. I'm like, I'm good. But he was like, "Okay, what I'll do is I'll jab your toe with some sedative or like not painkiller, whatever the fuck it is called. What's the thing that you like that numbs it?" I forget. But they numb my toes, right? And they surgically removed both of the toenails and put some poison in so the toenails wouldn't grow again. And it was horribly painful, even with the numbing. And they still grew. And then he was like, oh, you got flat feet. So we spent all this money on like orthotics that did nothing. And so I'm just like, you didn't fix my toe. This flat foot thing I don't even believe is real. And so now I'm just like, I don't believe in any foot shit.
God, and you could somehow blame that on England, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, England probably started podiatry. Yeah, your foot, you got flat foot. You're going to get, insets. Dr. Scholl's is a German war criminal.
So, two things. I got two things on that.
Yeah.
So, first thing is, when I was a kid, what does malfeasance mean?
Malfeasance?
That word, yeah. What does that mean?
Something bad, I guess. Like
the only
doing something
malfeasance I had as a kid was I had a spotty face. In Spanish, it's called manchas.
Oh, like you mean pimples?
Not pimples. So it's like white. Like I had white spots on my face. Like, what is it called? That thing that Michael Jackson had?
I almost said vertigo, but it's not vertigo.
Whatever that is.
It's something
Vertigo.
Like vertigo, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, just like, for whatever reason, I had white spots on my face as a kid. Like, so it would be like brown and then just like random white, like looking like dead skin type thing. In Spanish, it's called manchas. That's what all my uncles told me and shit, or whatever.
Oh, okay.
The doctor told me manchas, whatever.
Yeah.
So they gave me this special lotion, right? Whatever the fuck that means.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They probably
pause.
just probably just gave me a fucking month's worth of nut that they saved up. You know what I mean?
He nutted on my face.
And I would just put it all over my face, and then they were like, you have to protect your face from the sun. Because the sun is like activating these manchitas and shit, dude. You know what I mean?
Wow, okay.
And whatever the fuck. I'm a kid, dude. I was in 5th grade at this time. Or 6th grade at this time.
Yeah.
And so I put the hat on. During the day, I would put because it was embarrassing that I was a fucking cow, dude, basically. A fat little Latino kid with some white spots on his face.
Doing double kicks and falling down.
Yeah, dude. That's a deep cut from the stream. But yeah, I joined the Fight Club and did the worst double kick of all time that ended the life of the Fight Club. So, Mr. Garibaldi, this asshole fucking PE teacher that I thought was cool until this moment, I had a hat on during recess, and he came up and he took my hat off, and he's like, "You can't wear a hat at recess. What are you doing?" And I was like, I got manchas. I told him.
Yeah.
And he goes, "What?" And then I showed him the little prescription lotion thing.
Yeah.
And he put it back on my head all pissed and like walked away. Like he was upset that I could wear a hat, but it was
What a
like
dick.
medical. Yeah.
Fucking asshole.
I grew up around racists, dude. He was like, "Listen, Hernado." Yeah.
Damn.
Second thing, shout out to one of the fans. They bought me shoes, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they bought me Hokas, right? I got excited. You know what Hokas are?
I've heard of it, yeah.
So they're these new running shoes, right?
Yeah.
And so I got these Hokas. I get hype. My dad left a long message in the group chat. Sorry if this is not making sense right now. So there's a group chat with my family, right?
Yeah.
My dad left a long message on the group chat. I had like 300 missed messages from the group chat. You know how it is with your family.
Yeah.
You don't really go through the group chat, daddy, right?
Right.
And so he left a long message about scam calls. And like, don't be answering these calls. There's a lot of scammers out there. They're trying to get into your bank accounts. And then I liked that message because I wanted to look like I was still in the group chat all the time. But I wasn't. And then I put a picture of my Hokas. And I was like, check out the new shoes I got, daddy, basically.
Right.
But to the family, not just to my dad.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then they all gadooshed me, dude.
What did they say?
They said, "Oh, isn't that the shoe for old people?"
Is it?
I could read you the messages. Tell me if they had any fucking love in their heart for me when they said this shit, dude.
They kind of hate when you have success, your family.
Yeah. That's what Biden wears. The first comment, my mom's.
Oh my God.
And if you guys know my family, that's not a good thing.
Dude, I want to do like the roast of Gerardo with your whole family. It's like I'll go first, and then Rosa goes up, and then your dad goes up, and then some of your uncles and shit, and then your sister. We'd have a great time. I don't know if you would enjoy it, but
Yeah. And then my sister said, "Fancy, how do they feel?" Kind of a gadoosh. Fancy. Like, you could just say, "Oh, those are nice." Instead, fancy is kind of like you're trying to say something without saying it, but sounding like passive aggressive, you know?
okay, here's my read on the fancy. That's a compliment. But the how do they feel? Your family is so negative that your sister is looking for something bad. She wants them to feel bad.
Yeah.
That's what I read that.
Look at the picture, too. By the
Oh, those are good shoes.
Yeah, dude, they're fucking awesome.
I haven't heard that Hokas are for old people.
Yeah, well, there's more coming, dude. And then my brother-in-law, shout out Paul, he said, they look light and comfortable. Never
Okay.
heard of them. He hit me with the Shabism, dude.
He's a hawk. Okay.
He's a hog.
So yeah, hawk knows that.
And they are light and comfortable, dude, so he's done his research.
Which is perfect for a running shoe, right? I mean, I don't really know running shoes, but that'd be so funny. That's the opposite of what they're supposed to be. But it sounds good.
Yeah.
One time when I used to run, I had these like expensive Nikes, and they were very light. And
Yeah.
they were specifically for running, so I think they're supposed to be light.
Yeah. So, and then my sister responds to my dad's scam call thing, trying to get past this shoe thing, even though it's like a big moment in my life, right?
Right.
She says, "Don't answer. I've heard they'll get your voice and save it or manipulate it with AI." She's trying to change the subject. But you know who hasn't spoken up yet?
Who?
My
Rosa?
fucking father, dude. My mom came out with hot with
the
Biden.
The Biden thing.
Yeah.
The Biden thing, yeah.
So my dad goes, "Hokas are popular and supported for older folks." Laughing, crying emoji.
Dude, your dad is such a hater, dude. I mean, no disrespect if he ever listens to this. He's fine.
chance.
He's fine. Yeah, no way. He's fine with me. When I was talking to him, he didn't say anything to me. When I've said it before, whenever you chimed in about anything, gadoosh. He gadoosh. I want to be like, you need to chill out. Gerardo's cooking us pizza, man. Why don't you get me a beer?
And then guess what my mom says?
LOL true or something like that.
She's just repeating herself, dude.
Oh, she said, they're Biden shoes, I told
She said
you.
Biden wears them again, dude. And then I was responding saying, I'm sorry. I kind of tried to gadoosh them.
Yeah, what'd you say?
I said, they are comfortable and lightweight. They make me taller. And then sweating emoji. Like, like I care. Like I don't care about it. Like being taller.
Oh, right. Okay.
And then I said, sorry I responded so late. This is the gadoosh. I was trying to subvert my gadoosh.
Yeah.
Sorry I responded so late. I turned off notifications again. Gadoosh, right? Because you guys talk too much to each other. I'll put them back on. And then nobody responded.
It'd be funny if you if you were like, I turned off notifications again because of the scam stuff.
Yeah.
It's like just to fuck with them. Boomers. You should just like reply originally to like your dad saying boomer alert.
Boomer alert.
You gotta start calling your parents boomers.
Yeah, true.
Just to see what they would say.
Yeah.
Be funny.
But I love them, dude. I'm not wearing them right now because I got my motherfucking John Morant's.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And these are very comfortable. The Hokas are super comfortable.
Are you running again?
No, but I got the Hokas now, so I'm probably gonna start running.
I just stopped running. I still got those Nikes, and they're pretty good. But my Apple Watch is all old now, dude. It's like I don't even know if it's connected to my phone anymore. So I don't know.
I know. I love my Apple Watch, dude.
I know you got a new one though. It's all silly.
Silly.
Silly's a compliment.
Oh, what is that?
It's like good or cool.
Oh, are you Gen Z, dude?
Oh no, it's not a Gen Z thing.
Oh,
it's a DC thing. Ever heard of it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, my watch gets me sized every morning.
There you go. See, you see, you're not a donk.
That was one of the you're not a donk. That was one of the comments that made me laugh. Is that somebody out of the hours of podcasting that we do,
right?
They just simply wrote, "What does sized mean?"
Oh, is that recent?
Yeah, I want to probably say like 3 weeks.
Damn, I missed it. I would have explained.
Yeah,
yeah.
I didn't explain either because I'm like, that's kind of stealing valor on my part. If I were to be like, in Virginia, they say sized when they're excited about something.
No, you should have steal that valor.
Yeah,
I don't
know.
think it's stolen valor.
That used to be a big thing on one of my first podcasts on Josh Rardo.
What?
We would always say that I'm stealing valor because I would wear like military fatigues. Do you remember back when I was not sober? I would wear military fatigues all the time.
No, but I mean, it sounds like something like you do seem like a kind of person that at least a part of your life was cargo pants. Shorts.
Yeah, dude. I still have cargo pants in my fucking wardrobe, daddy.
I think those are making a comeback. Now you wear them, you're like Billie Eilish, and you're fucking cool now.
Big titty ass bitch, dude.
Yeah. She's got big titties, and she dresses like King Von. Singer Billie Eilish gunned down in Inglewood, rap beef.
She got big titties and dresses like a UPS worker, dude. Cargo
Yeah,
pants and all, daddy.
Yeah, or UPS worker, like an Amazon driver when they're off their shift, just smoking a fucking Black and Mild. Is that Billie Eilish smoking a Black and Mild? Billie Eilish goes into like the 7-Eleven and she's like, let me get those Swisher Sweets. Oh, $10 for Swisher Sweets?
What the hell?
What the fuck? I don't know how much they
That's
cost.
Biden's economy for you.
Oh, dude, people that smoke, man, when they talk about how much it costs, they're like, they'd be like, oh my God, it's like $15. I have no idea the cost. I always had to be like, what is it supposed to cost? Like in Idaho, it costs, I'm like, Idaho?
Well, when
The
Trump
fuck are
was
you
in
doing?
office, they just...
Yeah, they're going to, no, I mean, nobody out here is for Trump. Like, so rare.
Yeah.
It, like, when people say that the stereotype of Los Angeles being not conservative, you never hear it.
1,000,000%. But then you go to OC or San Diego, dude, Trumpville, daddy.
Yeah. OC, is Newport, is that OC?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they have Trump flag.
Yeah.
Or,
Oh, another thing. When it was all happening, 2016, you drive north on the Cajon Pass on the 15, and fucking, dude, there's those red Solo Cup signs on fences? They put like red Solo Cups in the fence to make a sign. It was just the biggest. I don't know if the fence was there before this.
Right.
You know what I mean? But the fence was perfect to make like a 20-foot tall Trump, just like with red Solo Cups sticking out the
that makes sense. That makes sense. Because that's, you mean El Cajon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because isn't that that's like.
On the way to Vegas.
On the way to Vegas, but isn't it also on the way to like Lancaster and Bakersfield and Tulare and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, wait. No, that's the other way.
Oh,
the Cajon Pass goes towards Victorville.
And Victorville's not that way? Aren't all those signs together?
No, Bakersfield is up the 5.
I've been there. I have no idea. I never know. That's one thing about I never know which direction I'm going. I could be going north, south, east, west. I'm like, I know the location, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because I know that you hit if you're going to Bakersfield, you hit Lancaster. If If you keep going, you hit Tulare, and that's all. But is Victorville somewhere else?
Yeah, no, for sure.
They're all the same. to
Listen,
me.
Lancaster is Los Angeles. Victorville is San Bernardino. That's the difference.
Oh, I didn't even know it was San Bernardino.
Yeah.
I know all this.
Well, no, I'm saying like if you go north like 20 miles
Oh.
from Los Angeles, you hit Lancaster. From San Bernardino, you hit Victorville.
I know all the names of these places because of my job.
Yeah.
Do I know where they are?
Not a chance,
Not a
Daddy.
chance. People, I'll be on the phone with someone. Oh yeah, and I have no idea where they are.
I want this to be an argument amongst the fans also. If you're like this far in this episode, which I doubt because they hear about me complaining about my name, watch time goes down, Daddy. You know what I'm saying? But if you're this far in the episode, who's right? And this will be my definitive truth. Are you a GPSer? Or are you a fucking, I know where I'm going, dude. I grew up with MapQuest. I read the directions. I don't need to read them again. When I go somewhere, dude, I don't need directions there again. I know where it's at.
Right.
Like, I can go back to Virginia and know where Extreme Pizza's at and fucking where...
That's a talent. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I had that talent. I don't. I need GPS dating.
Yeah, see, but some people are, like, have fucking pride in not knowing where the fuck they're going. Like, I'm not talking about you.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, there's other people. Miguel. Dude, Miguel.
Right.
Miguel is fucking you, but, like, the king of that shit, dude.
Okay.
He's like, why would I need to know where I'm going? I got GPS. GPS is the best thing of all time.
He's probably saying that because you're yelling at him.
True.
It's like a defense mechanism. He's tired of you gadooshing him.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's infuriating when you don't know what to make a left on Fair Oaks, even though you make the left on Fair Oaks every time we go to Lucky Boy, dog.
Dude, so funny that time you and Miguel driving and you have to shit your pants because you ate that orange sauce. And Miguel, I go, which way is it, left or right? And Miguel goes left, and I go left. And then you're like, it's right. It's fucking, I'm going to shit my pants. And then instead of, like, Miguel felt bad, but I didn't feel bad at all. So I started laughing hysterically. Yeah. And then it was so funny that you started laughing and you were mad that you were laughing.
I started screaming because you guys were laughing so hard.
Dude, you were mad that it was funny. Yeah. Because you were, like, in pain. And you were like, it's funny, but fuck you. And I had to make that U-turn, which is the worst U-turn. God, that was a great memory.
What about that time where you almost fucking killed us, dude?
Oh, that was out of control.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention. It's a lapse in judgment. I started going left on a red.
Yeah.
And cars were honking at me, and I continued.
Well, what you did was you went left on a green, but
green,
it was a yield.
Oh, right.
And so you just turned in front of a bunch of traffic.
That's right. I made them stop for me. Yeah. And sometimes hawks move in hawk ways. No, that was insane. I literally went out and I was just like, nope, I guess I get to go now. I don't know why I did that. Oh, well.
And then you did one of these maneuvers where you, hey, guys, sorry about that. That's not who I am back there.
I know. I had to apologize to you both. I was like, I'm sorry. It did almost kill us. It was a bad move.
Yeah.
I didn't do it on purpose, but I'm a hawk.
And, we're not being facetious when we're saying that he almost killed us. There was, like, people coming at high speeds, dude.
I don't know if it was high speeds because it just turned green, but it was definitely scary and unnecessary. Hey, we're alive. Miguel's alive.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, he sucks.
He's in New York right now.
Oh, really?
Yep.
What's he doing?
Hanging out with his best friend, dude, whatever the fuck that means.
Okay.
Yeah, he calls people best friends to piss me off. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then he's the kind of the fucking mean girl type shit that he's like, you can only have one best friend. You know?
Well, at least he knows that your name is Gerald. He doesn't
Yeah.
call you a wrong name.
No, dude, no. He would never. He calls me Gerardo.
I thought you were going to say it wrong.
No.
Yeah, dude.
No, dude. But leave your thoughts below, dude. You guys, we're going through stuff over here. Mostly me. But,
You'll make it out.
Pray for Cooney's feet.
Yes. I mean, there's no hope, so don't even waste your prayers.
Yeah.
My feet are bad. I don't even like wearing, that's why I don't like wearing sandals. Because people, and when they catch what it looks like, people have the audacity to be like, what's going on? Don't worry about it.
Damn.
My feet suck. I will go into a diatribe about how bad my feet are, so usually that stops the questions.
What's with white people and feet, dude? They either got disgusting ass feet or they need that shit to nut. You know what I mean?
I don't know if that's a white thing.
There was this girl I worked with at Chipotle. She had no pinky toe.
Ew.
And the way that everyone found out was she shared a post on Instagram on May the 4th and said, "May the 4th be with you," with her picture of her 4 toes.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said you. I don't really mean you. It's funny that you don't have a pinky toe, but yeah, that's great. It's a great bitch. She's funny. Another funny white person.
May the fourth be with you with a nasty ass foot.
More like, may the funny be with you. He's a fucking hawk. Caw-caw!
I like when I don't push the button, you try to do it yourself. What else? You got nothing else bothering you?
I'd have to think about it. I don't know.
No other resentments in your mind right now, dude?
Resentments?
Have you had any lengthy conversations about Joe Rogan's special? It's all the rage right now, dude.
No one's talking to me about it. I mean, I pretty much share the same sentiment that you have. There's like one funny joke in it, but it's better than the rest. Joe Rogan sucks. He's always been bad at stand-up, but he, as a person, I kind of like him. He's fine. But the thing that really bothers me about Rogan is not necessarily his stand-up or even his views. What bothers me is that he's platformed Schultz and other terrible comedians. Yeah,
this guy. This is 2 weeks running now where I'm in a debate with somebody that I want to have on the show, actually. You know Lucas or no?
No.
Lucas is a great guy. I never met him. But he at first... Okay, so have you ever been in a situation... I feel like you take control of the situation, though, as opposed to me. I like to hear people out and stuff like that.
I don't want to hear it. So I understand. Go ahead.
When it comes to how bad Schultz is and how strongly you feel about it, you never got into a conversation with somebody about that?
I just don't know anybody that likes him.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll run into people that are like most people don't give a shit about comedy at all. So they like vaguely watch.
Yeah.
So they might be like, oh yeah, Brian Shaw, he's pretty good, right? Or oh yeah, Andrew Schultz, I've seen he's funny.
Yeah.
But they don't really think that. They've not watched all of Schultz or a Schultz special.
Yeah.
If they really sat down and were like and laughed at it, then I would lose respect for them.
Yeah. And I'm open and honest. Like, I tell people I enjoyed Schultz, and then I watched fucking Infamous with you.
Yeah.
And I was like, God damn it, you're right.
Yeah, it's
and
awful.
then slowly but surely I would turn into fucking Red Bar, dude. And I'm like, this guy sucks. You know? What's it called? So the first time we talked about this, I told him, I was like, Schultz is the worst. I hate Schultz. And he kind of like tried to laugh it off nervously.
Right.
I was like, he's pretty good, dude. What are you talking about? Talking about B? He hit me with a black accent. Just kidding. And then, so we had that conversation then. I was like, because he's like, you know, he had good jokes. Like, Biden ain't got no merch. I'm like, dude, that's black accent. That right there is not how he sounds off
right.
earwaves. You know?
Also, it's not funny, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, that's your little thing.
Yeah.
But what is true in the situation is that it's funny to Mr. Lucas, right?
Right. Because he's a redact.
Don't do that. Don't do that. He's my friend, dude.
Is.
Anyways, I had a coherent argument with him. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not gonna go douche him and call him a fucking dumb or whatever.
He is, but yeah.
No, dude. Well, I was like, yeah, but that's not how he sounds, you know, off the mic. Like, you know, I mean, he's kind of like putting on a show to get views and numbers, and I liked him before all that. And then when he dropped a crowd work special, he starts laughing at everything, and it's like his laugh is like nails on a chalkboard to me.
Yeah.
Right.
Fake
Anyways,
laugh.
we have that conversation. We have that conversation, right? And he's kind of like, he's like, all right, you know, whatever, let's it go, right? We go to do mics on Thursday. So this is a week removed from the first conversation, right? Mm-hmm. We go to mics on Thursday, and Schultz comes up, but he's got more fervor about it, dude. He's like, without saying it, he's like, thought a lot about what you said last week, you know, kind of thing, right?
Right.
And then we start getting into it, and I'm like, nah, you know, it's like judo, dude. Fucking Callan. You know, it's like we're like both representing our points, and he's like, nah, but he is funny, dude. Like this joke, this joke, this
Which jokes?
So he was, because I brought up the crowd work special again, where I was like, before the crowd work special, I thought he was good when he did like the 3 sets in one night, and he's in the car, or whatever, driving to this comedy stuff. His first special, basically, where there's no laughing, there's no like whatever Schultz does, right? And then this crowd work special, the laugh. Even when I liked the guy, when I watched that special, I was like, fuck that laugh, dude.
Sure.
He brought up one of the jokes that there's like that people from Arabic nations used to have that bracelet for war or something. Like it was something to do with war. And now it's just rests on top of the wheel when they're Ubering. Like, you know, it's gone from that to that. And how good of a joke that is. And I agree, it's a good joke, whatever. And it's crowd work, so he's like apparently coming up with it on the spot, you know? And so sorry, I was answering your question. That was the joke.
That was the joke he offered as an example of it being
You
good.
haven't seen it though, so you don't.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
don't-
I've
yeah.
only heard you describe it.
Yeah,
Doesn't
exactly.
sound good.
Yeah, if I were to describe your jokes to somebody else, they're going to think you're the worst comic of all time.
I don't know about that. That's your interpretation. I think if you describe my jokes, they'd be like, I got to see that guy. But maybe that's just confidence. I don't know.
And then he says orally and anally.
That's a pretty, yeah, you'd have to do that. Maybe that one joke. That would be a hard one. You'd have to do the accent and explain the movie.
Yeah,
Maybe they laugh. I don't know.
you sound like
don't
Trump. Yeah,
It's yeah, they could. They might go, that's the greatest joke. This guy Cooney, I listened to his joke told to me by Jared, and I said, that's a good joke. This guy's funny. I got to check it out. Not like Andrew Schultz. He's an idiot.
he's the worst comic.
I mean, the way you're describing just the 3 nights thing, it sounds worse than Abu Ghraib to me.
I didn't describe the 3 nights thing.
You were like, it's good. Even the part that you think is good.
Mm-hmm.
Watching any stand up that Andrew Schultz does sounds like torture.
But that's his best work from my standpoint.
Right. Best work in comparison to like the rest of his stuff, still not that great.
People are leaving a lot of comments on the Joe Rogan special. We just got another long ass one from
On the
a lot of-
Patreon?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, dude. Yeah, it was a rough watch.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch that and you think it's bad, watch his other stuff. Because that shit was fucking... that shit was Tom Brady
Yeah.
compared to his other stuff.
Yeah, that was the Godfather Part 2 compared to his other specials. Dude.
Yes. Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But anyways, that was this week's episode, dude.
Do we have voicemails or...
Oh shit, we have a lot of voicemails.
Yeah, we might have a lot of...
Let's do that. 1 second here. If you want to leave us a voicemail, call us at 775-557-8667. It's 775-557-TIMOS. And you will play your voicemail on the air just like this. Okay, so I haven't really proofread these ones. It looks like, I think we only might have 2 voicemails. Because the other one is he kept fucking it up.
One guy said specifically like weeks ago, he was like, I did a voicemail. Are you going to read it on the pod? I forget who it was.
Because he kept fucking it up. He was trying to tell us that he kept fucking it up. Okay, so let's see this. Here it goes.
Hi, you guys. It's Joanna. You guys are murderers, but that's not why I'm calling. I'm calling because y'all are blockbuster at legal analysis, and I'm a beast of an analyzer. I rest my case is a term used by both the prosecution and the defense when all 300 pages of evidence have been presented to the court. I would have called when I made it on BuzzFeed and Daily Mail over my best friend's engagement ring, but what self-respecting cat is reading the Daily Mail? Dicey. That is a sad thing. Why would I compare sizes with my best friend? 8 carats. Sorry about that. Let me know if you're wanting to call again to explain the Rust Armor or the Baldwin case. They are spicy, bro. Get you a Martina to explain it, Poppy. Anyway, bye, you guys.
Okay,
Be cool.
well, I would definitely like her to call again and talk about either case. With the Baldwin cases, what was the other case?
That she brought up?
She said the Baldwin case or something else. It's at the end. Anyways, the Baldwin is the one I'd like to hear from.
Oh, okay.
I wonder what the rest of my case thing. I don't even remember that.
The rest, okay, so yeah. I think she just brought up the Baldwin case. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, definitely call and explain the ball. If we miss something, I'd like to hear it.
Did you miss that she called herself Joanna?
I didn't miss that, but I understood the ring thing.
Okay, so Joanna, she's basically acting like Shav's wife the whole time.
Oh,
So you did miss it all, yeah. Yeah. Because then she's like, I would have called when I made the Daily Mail for going viral for the ring thing.
That was on the Daily Mail?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole thing went viral when she was, what is it called? Gadooshing her homie that just got engaged.
Yeah, I just feel like Joe Rogan again. I completely missed that. I mean, I was like, oh, wait, she is doing Joanna, and then I forgot.
But, I mean, be happy that you missed it, dude. Like, you want to know everything Shav all the time.
I'd like to be able to understand jokes.
Oh, okay. Got you.
But you know what? Maybe it's good. Rogan's a very successful guy, and he never understands jokes.
So, shout out to you, Joanna. That's a cool name to keep your anonymity, you know?
I remember who said it was balloon fart. So whatever message, probably balloon fart's message.
And I will say I've been looking forward to this message ever since it came out. Ever since July 29th, dude. Ever since he left it. Because it's our favorite voicemails. What's his name? Duck Hawkson or something like that. Remember?
Oh, he's ballooned for his Duck Hawkson?
I think so.
That's funny.
So here goes. I'm going to play the last one. I think he told me that in the comment. I think he said that I left you a couple blockbuster voicemails, but the last one is a good one. So let's see here.
Good afternoon, America. This is Duck Hawkson with another episode of This Week in the Clouds. Well, the Olympics is upon us, and it opened with some controversy. Before the games even began, the Australian cycling team's vehicle was broken into and robbed. I, for one, am confused, because why would they even need a car if they're Olympic cyclists? Seems like kind of a duck move. Also, cries of protest and boycott marred the opening of the games because of the perceived degenerate disrespect of the opening ceremonies. But all this hawk has to say is, it's the French. What did you expect? And finally, Donald Trump's vice presidential candidate, J.D. Vance, is in some hot water for allegedly looking a little too deep into female dolphins and their sexual habits. I, for one, am glad to see someone taking some initiative. Instead of waiting for dolphins to fuck people, leaders like Mr. Vance are starting to turn the tables. Well, that's all for this week. I'm Doug Hawkson, and I'll see you all next time in the clouds.
That's great.
Yeah.
I like the recurring Duck Hawkson thing. I hope that keeps up too.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, shout out to you guys. Leave us a voicemail, 775-567-8... Or fuck me, dude. What is the number?
Today, Gerald.
It's going to be 775-557-8667. Leave us some voicemails. I know we had a couple weeks where we didn't play any, and you guys didn't leave any, Daddy. Like real hawks right there, dude.
Nice. Okay. Well, I'm glad we got that on. Enjoy your week. Have a great week.